Welcome to the Martha Bassett Show, coming to you from the historic Reeves Theater in Elkin, North Carolina, a home for music in the heart of the foothills. Tonight, we're kicking off NC Trail Days here in Elkin, North Carolina. The Martha Bassett Show features national artists, local talent, and the music of Martha Bassett. Tonight on the show, we welcome Minton Sparks, Evie Laden, and Farewell Friend. It's a great night with some of the finest music you'll hear anywhere. Now, let's have a big hand for Martha and the band playing the 1959 hit, I'm Ready, from Fats Domino.
Well, I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. Come on, pretty baby, we're gonna rock, we're gonna roll into the broad daylight, because I'm ready, and I'm able, I'm willing and I'm able, so you better come and go with me. We're gonna rock and roll till tomorrow about 3. Talking on the phone is not my speed. Don't send me no letter, 'cause I can't read. Don't be long, 'cause I'll be gone. We gon' rock and roll all night long, 'cause I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. Come on, pretty baby, we're gonna rock, we're gonna roll until tomorrow night. Talking on the phone is not my speed. Don't send me no letter, 'cause I can't read. Don't be long, 'cause I'll be gone. We gon' rock and roll all night long, 'cause I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. Come on, pretty baby, we're gonna rock, we're gonna roll until tomorrow night. Thank you. Banjo player, singer, songwriter, percussive dancer, choreographer, and square dance caller, Evie Laden has always been surrounded by music. A credit to her upbringing as the daughter of an international folk dance teacher and an old-time music devotee. She grew up thinking that playing music, dancing, and singing with others was what people do. Though entrenched in the traditional cultural arts of Appalachia, her home was in New York City, Baltimore, and now Oakland, in cities, not mountains. But tradition bearers came through and played in her living room, with weekends spent at music festivals and house parties. Evie's performances, recordings, and teaching reconnect Appalachian music and dance with other African diaspora traditions, and have been heard from A Prairie Home Companion to Lincoln Center, Hardly Strictly Bluegrass to Celtic Connections. Please welcome for the first time to our stage, Evie Laden.
Thank you. Thank you so much. True to that biography, I'm going to kick it off with a mashup of an old-time tune called Valley Forge and a song I wrote called Glory. I hope you like it. Well, sometimes I am, sometimes I ain't. I ain't, baby, most of the time. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I can't without you by my side. The sun is shining all around. It's not shining on me. How long will you stay in this town? Will you come go with me? Will you come Well, sometimes I ain't, and sometimes I am. And I am when I know where I stand. Sometimes I can't, sometimes I can. I can be the one you demand. The sun is shining all around. It's not shining on me. How long will you stay in this town? Will you come go with me? Will you come go with me? Glory, wind in my hair. Glory, sun at my heels. Glory, shadows are lengthening down. Glory, the world, come go with me. Well, you came to me in a color scheme where blacks and browns, they turned into greens. Yellows and reds, they filled up my bed. My head filled with glorious dreams. Glory, wind in my hair. Glory, sun at my heels. Glory, shadows are lengthening down. Glory, the world, come go with me. Thank you.
Thanks, Evie.
Thank you. Well, I flew out from California just last night, and I apologize. We don't have any humidity. So my fingers got a little stuck on my strings. But that's the way it goes. And this next song was on my very first solo record. I played for many years with an all-gal old-time string band called the Stairwell Sisters. And then I was writing enough songs, and I was the only full-time professional musician in the group, so I lit out on my own, and I made a solo record, which, as one does with their solo record, there are about 12 people on it. That's what solo means. But I wrote this next song with my mother in mind. My mother she was just very sick and kind of in a slow decline for all of my life that I got to share with her. And pretty late on, when she couldn't, she was a dance teacher, a folk dance teacher, but she couldn't dance anymore, and then she lost the ability to do most things. But I was visiting her once, and I said, "Why are you always smiling? Like, why are you so happy?" And she said, "Well, I'm so happy that every morning when I wake up and I'm still here." And what a lesson that taught me to quit my complaining. Because we're all still here. This song's called Precious Days. Well, I am not home, but I shall not wander. I'll wait to see what my time on earth will bring. I was sent to roam, but I will not squander these precious days God's given me. I'm gonna dig deep in the dirt of the valley, climb up high on a mountainside. I'll open my eyes, look about Come all you women, men, children, listen to what mother says. She has been scarred, bruised and beaten, but she has got the will to live. All that she wants is for her babies to have a better life at hand, but they partake of her riches and they forsake her in the end. I'm gonna dig deep in the dirt of the valley, climb up high on the mountainside. I'll open my eyes and look about me. I'll row across the ocean tide. When all my years have gone before me and my race is almost run, I will look up at the stars in heaven. I know my journey's just begun. I'm gonna dig deep in the dirt of the valley, climb up high on a mountainside. I'll open my eyes, look about me. I'll row across the ocean tide. I'll row across the ocean tide. I'll row across the ocean tide.
This is Evie Laden.
Well, we're going to do a song that I learned from Bell Reed. And when I heard that Deshaun Hickman was on the program, I knew that I wanted to have a little conversation. When I go from this life, let me go in peace. I don't want your marble at my head and my feet. Don't gather around me to weep and moan. 'Cause where I'm going, I won't be alone. The flowers you give me, give them today. Don't waste their beauty on cold, lifeless clay. One rose with love would do such good. I know you'd give it if you only understood. God gives life freely and takes it away. What we do for each other, let's do it today. For we have no promise that tomorrow will come. Don't sing praises only after we're gone. When the life has departed, it's not me anymore. Just a form that suffered a still heart sore. Before the soul has blossomed, don't need this anymore. Let it go freely to God's evermore.
Laden.
The Martha Bassett Show is supported in part by Hugh Chatham Memorial Hospital. Hugh Chatham Memorial Hospital has provided high-quality medical care for the residents of Elkin, North Carolina, and the Yadkin Valley area for over 90 years. And they've recently expanded into Virginia, providing greater access for the communities they serve. A private, not-for-profit hospital, Hugh Chatham employs more than 900 and is served by more than 70 physicians, delivering all of the quality medical services you and your family need to achieve optimal physical and mental health. Learn more at hughchatham.org. Also, we are very proud to announce our new partnership with 3 Trails. That's your boutique hotel, steps from the Reeves Theater. It's located in the recently renovated Bank Building on the corner of Bridge and Main. It's 3 Trails, part of the Carolina Experience. These folks have designed 14 units with a modern flair, highlighting the building's architectural history. They also have a rooftop patio, and if you come to the Martha Bassett Show, you get 10% off your stay. Just use promo code MARTHA10. Now, let's get back to the Reeves Theater stage in beautiful Elkin, North Carolina, kicking off Trail Days with Martha Bassett.
Farewell Friends music is first and foremost an exploration of poetry, narrative, and storytelling. They are a folk rock band based in Greensboro, North Carolina, made up of singer-songwriter frontman Tom Troyer, Caleb Bear on violin, and Evan Campfield on upright bass. Tom writes songs that are hopeful and poetic and tell true folk stories. They've been steadily building a strong and devoted fan base throughout the region. I'm very excited to introduce to you Farewell Friend.
Hey, yo. We're going to do the right thing here real quick. That's the best one yet. We're going to take you guys on a little bit of journey. Is that okay? A little bit of a journey, Appalachian Trail trip. Is that okay? Hiking maybe 6 weeks is where we're going to go. Here, this one's called Caroline Song. 1, 2, 1, and...
Brass, nickel, and wood have always done me good. Earth, heaven, and hell sounded just as well. So give me a rest for my heart, my head, and hands, and ease my mind. Help me understand. 'Cause I'm a pilgrim, I'm a sinner. The months of walking, now I'm thinner. I'm clinging to a rock as high as I can climb. So would you meet me in the valley and keep me by your side? Shenandoah peaks, Shenandoah miles, the Holy Spirit speaks, Carolina smiles. So give me a rest for my heart, my head and hands, and ease my mind. Help me understand. 'Cause I'm a pilgrim, I'm a sinner. The months of walking, now I'm thinner. I'm clinging to a rock as high as I can climb. Would you meet me in the valley, keep me by your side? Rolling shady apples, yellow mountain cider. Let them touch your lips and smile a little wider. Meet me at the chapel. Damascus is my stop. You can hang me from the steeple or bend me to the top. 'Cause I'm a pilgrim, I'm a sinner. The months of walking, now I'm thinner. I'm clinging to a rock as high as I can climb. So would you meet me in the valley, keep me by your side? 'Cause I'm a pilgrim, I'm a sinner. The months of walking, now I'm thinner. I'm clinging to a rock as high as I can climb. So would you meet me in the valley, keep me by your side?
Thank you guys so much. Hope that maybe you recognized a few of those places along the way. Roan Mountain. Anybody? Shenandoah? Right. Maybe you didn't necessarily recognize it, but you've been there. You have. And we've all been on a journey, right, in the last few years, right? This is another song about traveling. This is Train Tracks.
There's a whistling, dancing little bird on a wire, looking down on me. Let's put him in a choir, let him sing from the baptistry. Songs about a girl we once knew, and if she misses me. 'Cause it ain't fair that you're hovering over me, whistling your bird song, mocking my mortgage with your songs about the Southland. And I'm here tightening tethers, worrying with the winter. And your old wings won't carry me, so I'll hum about a house instead and stay inside. 'Cause it takes us far too long to get to the middle of the places where we belong. Praying for a miracle, but we're making it up as we go. Feels like we're stuck on a moving train. So take a trip with me and weave a hammock out of cobweb wire. We'll sleep in the trestle beams. The sky up above is all the ceiling you need. Let the train roll in and sing to me. Wake me with a dangerous whistle. You call me on board with your seductive song about a train long gone. 'Cause it ain't fair that you're hovering over me, whistling your train songs, mocking my mortgage with your songs about the Southland. And I'm here tightening tethers, worrying with the winter. And your old wheels won't carry me, so I'll hum about a house instead and stay inside. 'Cause it takes us far too long to get to the middle of the places where we belong. Praying for a miracle, but we're making it up as we go. Feels like we're stuck on a moving train. And the train tracks lead and they lead and they lead. The train tracks lead and they lead and they lead. Oh. Where you going? Where you go when you go when you go when you're going home? And it's all coming down, it's all coming down around you now. It's all coming down, it's all coming down around you now. And the train tracks lead and they lead and they lead. Train tracks lead and they lead and they lead. Oh. And the train tracks lead and they lead and they lead behind a single point of light in a darkened sky. So take a trip with me.
Thank you all.
Farewell, friend, y'all. I'm going to sing a song for you that I've always wanted to sing. By Mr. John Prine. Come home late and you come home early. You come home big when you're feeling small. You come home straight and you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. With a fever, and I got a worried and a jealous mind. How can a love that'll last forever get left so far behind? What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. It's a mighty mean and a dreadful sorrow. It's crossed the evil line today. How can you ask about tomorrow when we ain't got one word to say? So what in the world's come over you? And what in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed and the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. You're out there running just to be on the run. You're out there running just to be on the run. Thank you. This is Rex McGee on fiddle, Deshaun Hickman on the pedal steel, and Sarah Howell Miller singing with me.
The Martha Bassett Show is supported in part by Explore Elkin, your one-stop travel source for the Yadkin Valley and beyond. If you're looking for hometown charm, historic landmarks, Main Street shopping, and fine dining, come stay a while in downtown Elkin. Elkin is a small town with a big community. So whether it's downtown events, music, hiking, or just paddling the Blue Water Trail, let Explore Elkin help you find your trail. You can learn more on Facebook or at exploreelkin.com. Support for the Martha Bassett Show also comes from these fine downtown Elkin businesses: Mountain High Metals, the Elk Pharmacy, Yoga on Main, Coley Hall at the Liberty, Angry Troll Brewing, Yadkin Valley Quilts, the Wisdom Table, and Elkin's cutest little cocktail bar, Fruition. What's next on the show, Martha?
Next up, Minton Sparks is a decorated poet, playwright, and author. She has performed in the American Songbook series at the Lincoln Center, made her debut at the Grand Ole Opry, appeared at the Old Town School of Folk Music, and served as teller-in-residence at the Jonesboro National Storytelling Festival. She's been featured on NPR's All Things Considered, BBC's Bob Harris Show, and Woodsong's Old Time Radio Show. She's shared the stage with the likes of Ben Folds, Rodney Crowell, John Prine, Nancy Griffith, Punch Brothers, and most recently, the Indigo Girls. In 2019, the Fellowship of Southern Writers recognized Minton with their first ever Spoken Word Award. And in December of 2022, the inaugural Minton Sparks Spoken Word and Poetry Festival was launched in Nashville, Tennessee. It is an enormous honor to have her back on our show. Will you please welcome Ms. Minton Sparks?
Thank you. What a great way to kick off summertime, right? Thank you for that introduction. And I was thinking about, it's Mountain Trail Weekend, right? That's an amazing way to kick off summer. And in the place where I grew up, what we did was we'd go to the strip mall carnival. And you can kind of see it in your mind, can't you? I can. Back then, I was kind of a stuffed, broad, stiletto-heeled high schooler. Just waiting on the rides to begin. Never once in my born days could I have imagined a man like him. The carnival rolled in from Birmingham. They assembled the Himalaya until 3 a.m. in a strip mall parking lot. Carnivals, tent revivals, tabernacles arriving in summertime cycles. It was a form of cut loose beyond the pale. If you can't go to heaven, you might as well spin through hell on the bullet, the spider, and the tilt-a-whirl. Oh, something about it. Give a girl a reason to live. Asphalt was converted to sacred ground. Those Sufis like to spin, but we Baptists went around and around and around. Word to the wise, never fall in love with a ticket taker. Something about the way he tore that little red slip of paper and slid me into a sleigh-shaped car. He said, we're gonna go real fast, darling, but we won't go far. Showmanship's the name of his game. I fall in love before I really know his name. Ain't he elegant, running that ride? Tobacco tan biceps, a copperhead handling kind, likes a whiskey as strong as his God. Hank was a vet back from Vietnam, had his mama's name Mary tattooed on his arm, along with the peace sign and that damned old Confederate flag. He was long and lanky. I got lucky, you see, and for some odd reason he took a shine to me. Whispered, does anybody wanna go faster? On your mark, get set, hold tight, let's go. Watch that disco ball throw a blizzard of snow across this August hell-hot night. The speed of light changes time and space, and just when you think you're jailed up in a place, wham bam, half your damn life's over. Read it back to me, sugar, cover to cover. We're all fellow travelers, evicted from Eden. So grab you a Coke and have you a seat in this Himalaya carnival ride. As the sun breaks down, raise your hands to the sky. Does anybody want to go faster? Woo! Carnivals, tent revivals, tabernacles arriving in summertime cycles. It was a form of cut loose beyond the pale. If you can't go to heaven, if you can't go to heaven, might as well. Anybody wanna go fast? Thank you. This band.
Minton Sparks.
That's silly.
Thank you so much. That fired me up. You know, it's been crazy. We're all talking about it. We've been crazy, and you kind of think, okay, as the world turns, my grandmother's favorite show that has never left me, your art kind of develops, you hope, right? And so I kind of historically wrote family stories, and I still do, but during the pandemic, I was kind of thinking, you know, this is a bit of a world on end, and this title came to me. It felt like almost sort of a surreal world where humans end and birds begin. And enter that world with me now, if you will. If you can see her, Cheryl Lynn is this musky woman after work. She's got a stolen Rembrandt in her purse, and she is idling at an open mic at a downtown club. She got a box of unlit matches in her mouth, if her jaw relaxes, I'm afraid barn swallows will swarm out in this world where humans end and birds begin. She's a love dove of a woman, yet an insomniac. Peddling peace to folks with this little olive branch. What the hell she's got to be sorry for? She keeps one white feather tucked behind each ear. Will you all wave with me to her imaginary friends over there? Hiya, Maya Angelou. Dorothy Allison, is that you? Tom Waits. Anise Mojgani. Who among us in this crowd maybe have doused a dream never uttered out loud? There's strength in numbers, they say. Never forget that gorilla named Regret, brandishing a bayonet, dangling off a chandelier. Or that pig named Patriarchy, honking the horn in the parking lot. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, forget about him. This is about Cheryl Lynn. Cheryl Lynn is perched like a promise on the edge of our stage, like a hummingbird bumping on the bars of its cage. Never speaking, just peck, pecking at the mic. One night it causes this shrill feedback. And Cheryl Lynn thinks, yeah, this is what real music sounds like in this world where humans end and birds begin. If the walls grow quiet, Cheryl Lynn just might take flight on the long arm wings of what looks like she's shooting us both the peace sign and the middle finger. Is it peace? Forget you. Oh, I pray it's peace. Her beaked lips do quiver as she skywrites this love letter to a raptor rising in her chest. It's a violent dance of thrash and rest, thrash and rest, till upper throat and outer mouth, get this wise old bird turns her insides out in this world where humans end and birds begin. In the final throes of this transfiguration, you may feel like you've watched her degradation, but believe me, baby, she dances like a car-struck cat, confused for chasing butterflies. I want to rise and cheer for Cheryl Lynn for all those years of suffered silence. But then I find I am deathly quiet before the throne of her. Woman seems self-taught to me. At the end of her performance, her clothes, and she knows what she knows, what she knows, though she's never actually spoken. Oh, but look at the rust on her wrists from the chains that she has broken. She flits and flutters back to her seat, darts in and dares us, kissing our cheeks, baptizing a boldness we may or may not seek. From the back of the club, that's when her wings start to sprout. Perhaps it's then, maybe it's then that she shouts, "Who among us has never spoken? Say I. Who among us has never spoken?"
I love keeping up with you online. That's one of your newer pieces.
It is. Doesn't really fit with all the rest, but it's a new direction.
Oh no, it's perfect.
Okay.
It's my new favorite, actually. So, as you're writing, are you inspired by real people? Are these? What is your inspiration?
Yeah, I'm definitely inspired by real people. I mean, they do crazy stuff all the time, especially my family. So my family's a main source of inspiration. And, I always say my aunt, who was married 7 times and thrice to the same man, I mean, she was just a wealth of material that I was very grateful for.
Yeah. Well, I know that many years ago you went to divinity school.
I did. It doesn't seem to go with my work, does it?
Maybe the next piece.
Maybe the next piece, yeah.
Yes, so did you know that you were destined to be a spoken word artist? Did you know that you were a performer? Because you're much more than a writer.
I've been a writer my whole life, and then my brother was an actor, and so he sort of said, "Why don't you put this together?" And and don't just. I was getting poems published in places like Lonzi's Fried Chicken. I mean, it wasn't the Paris Review. And so I thought, I probably need to take this to another medium, and that's when I started recording songs. I mean, not songs, but these pieces.
They're songs.
Yeah, sort of
They're
songs.
Yeah, for sure. I also have noticed that you've been doing a lot of teaching and leading workshops. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, what I find is, and what I love to be able to meet an audience after a show is because everybody's carrying these stories, right? All of us have stories, right? We could just sit for hours, and a lot of times after a show, people would say, "I have a story," and so I've started both online and in-person writing workshops where we really get into sort of creating the people in the place you come from.
That's amazing. So, if any of you in the audience are interested in something like this, how can they find out about it?
You can sign up online at mintonsparks.com. We do an every Tuesday drop-in midday online, so you can live anywhere and be in these classes. That's the newest thing coming up.
That's great. Well, will you do one more for us, and then we're going to take a short intermission.
I'd love to. We're going to bring it down on this one. I was thinking, talk about stories. I used to follow my grandmother and mother around and try to get into their purses. It didn't go well. But I thought, wow, if these purses could talk, what would they say? And so this is a piece that came out when I was asking myself that question, called Her Purse. The church crouches in the crook of dead man's curve like an old leather catcher's mitt. After the burial, huddled on the hill, my daddy read her will then and there. Now my Jubbo didn't have a lot, but what she had is what we got. And she bequeathed me her genuine patent leather pocketbook, a black bag that dangled off her wrist for years, almost like a growth, a bunion or something. You'd have thought she was hauling state secrets or some other family's fortune, the way she policed that purse. When we said, "Sit it down, Mama," it might as well have been, "Kiss my ass," in that woman's mind. Well, lumbering back to the car, I didn't get far before I knelt down in the Johnson grass and exposed her Tennessee tote sack to daylight. Chiclet spilled when I clicked open the clasp. A vial of pills rolled out in the grass, some butter rum lifesavers, and a narrow tooth comb, chapstick, shed keys, an old birthday card she'd gotten from me, wadded up Kleenex, and a half a stick of double mint gum. What I really wanted was that rubber change purse. It's now probably on the floorboard of the hearse. It was red with a slit down the middle. She'd pinch it open, take her pointer and thumb, and then press some coins down into my palm at offering time when they passed the plate at church. But it was there in the side zip pocket where I found a secret she thought she'd buried. An old love letter from a farmhand, Howard McDaniel. "I love you too," scrawled in the margin of the yellowed note. Her purse gaped open there in the grass, the contents exposed. Y'all, I felt like I'd stolen her clothes. This woman who swore she had never been naked before her own husband. Thank you.
Wow, that was Minton Sparks. We'll see you back in just a few minutes. Be sure to stop by the merch table and see Miranda. There's lots of good stuff out there today. Thanks.
Welcome back to the second half of the Martha Bassett Show, featuring Minton Sparks, Evie Laden, and Farewell Friend. That's Tom Troyer, Evan Campfield, and Caleb Bear. The band tonight is Rex McGee, Sarah Howe Miller, Russell Kelly, Deshaun Hickman, George Sluppick, and me, Pat Lawrence. Our interstitial music tonight was composed by Russell Kelly. Artist accommodations are provided by 3 Trails. Lowe's Foods provided our hospitality. And remember, you can listen to us weekly on 88.5 WFDD. Follow the entire schedule, listen to past radio shows, and subscribe to our podcast at marthabassettshow.com. Tonight, we're celebrating NC Trail Days here in Elkin, sponsored by Explore Elkin, the Elkin Valley Trails Association, Discover Jonesville, and many more. Trails like the Mountain to Sea Trail are one of our region's crown jewels. So get on out and hike, paddle, and explore Elkin. Learn more at nctraildays.com. Now, would you welcome back to the stage, for their first time on the show, Farewell Friend.
Thanks for having us back on the second half. You made the cut.
First time.
They told us we could take as long as we want tuning.
And we will. Y'all deserve the best.
I'm a dancing child, last of a dying race. I'm a tree in a field, the place where you can land and rest your opinions and listen to the wind and hear the whisper. Ready, go. While the bells are always ringing in the brains, I ain't no astrolabe charting ancient seas while my lucky star's always out of reach. This is what I'm supposed to do right now. Oh, teacher, would you tell me how? Tell me now. Are you an inchworm, 1,000,000 miles long? You gave a word, but I still can't write a song. So I will sing about defeat, and I will dance without my feet, cut off my toes, and they can dance there along the beat. This is what I'm supposed to do right now. Oh, teacher, would you tell me how? Tell me now. This boat will do just fine in the meantime, until the stars become my graves. Well, the weeds will call me home while I wait, while I wait, while I wait for you. 'Cause this is what I'm supposed to do right now. Oh,
how long you've been together.
Caleb, how long's it been for you?
It's been a good long while.
I've been reading a lot about how to present myself on stage and as an artist, and I think that the best thing to say is we've been playing since we were 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
No, it's Evan's been playing in the band maybe 6 years, 7 years.
A good longer while, yeah.
That's right.
And Evan, you live in Greensboro. Is that where you're from?
Yes, Tom as well, and my buddy Caleb's from Charlotte.
Caleb is in Charlotte. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, I want to ask you a little bit about your engineering. I understand that you have engineered your records and have been doing that for other people as well.
Yeah, my wife and I, thanks Joy, by the way, for letting me do this. My wife and I got into doing a similar thing to this. We did a thing called Greensboro Grooves back in 2017 with some of our friends who were here, and it was kind of a live show that we would record, and then we'd do interviews, and we'd put that up and put it online, and that was kind of how I cut my teeth, learning how to record. And kind of as I was doing that, I was recording these songs and learning how to mix and master and kind of doing the DIY thing. And I'm kind of now on the back end of this, kind of taking this journey and wondered, am I going to build a studio or am I going to build, the band, and what's going to take my focus? And I've always kind of tried to juggle both of those. And I'm here to say that I'm like really now trying to just focus on this, focus on performing.
That's great.
Yeah, I send out like a monthly newsletter, and I sent one out this month, and just let people know. It's like I'm not accepting new clients. Couldn't be happier. Some of my last new clients, by the way, they're here.
Oh, nice. Another great
Anyway,
band.
So that's what I'm doing.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I totally support that. You have to focus on something, and so good for you for doing that.
Yeah.
Will you tell these folks a little bit about a nonprofit that you're involved in called We Carry Kevin?
Has anybody heard of this before? Here? A couple people. Cool. So I just want to know where I can start with this. So yeah, We Carry Kevin started just about 2017, I think maybe 2016. Wow, where do I start? So an acquaintance at first. We were just acquaintances. We didn't really know each other too well, but Kevin, he has lived his whole life with spinal muscular atrophy, which means that he can't walk. He spends his whole life in a wheelchair up until about the time me and some other medically unqualified musician types decided to carry him all around Europe. And we kind of outfitted a backpack. We got a backpack from REI that's kind of one of these kid carriers, and we adapted it. And we got some help from the manufacturer, actually. And by the time we were done with the trip, we came back, and Deuter wanted to partner with us, and Kevin and some friends wanted to turn it into a nonprofit. And so they mass-produced this backpack that we used to help him. And now, where it's at right now is we still travel, and we were in Dallas a couple months ago meeting up with a bunch of families who use the same backpack, that we distribute them. When we distribute the backpacks out to other families. And my personal role still in this, I get to enjoy being an enabler, getting people in trouble. I get to be the one sending out the backpacks. We've got maybe 35 more in a storage unit in Greensboro, and I send those out, and I get to think like, okay, I'm getting some people in trouble this week. Starting some trouble, starting some adventures. So that's kind of what's going on with We Carry Kevin. Y'all should check it out.
That's amazing, yeah. Fantastic. And I also learned recently that you were honored by Triad Business Journal as one of the 40 under 40 success stories for 2021. Congratulations. Usually that's lawyer and banker types who get that, so it's really nice to see a musician on that list.
I felt out of place, I'll be honest. I like that, they had us send in pictures, and it was clear that some people had like professional photos taken for this kind of thing, in front of their yacht or on the golf course and this sort of thing. And the picture that I sent in was me goofing off with my nephew who's playing trombone and me like messing with him. Like I was just like, oh, whatever, I'll just send him whatever pictures on my phone right now, kind of thing. And I'm there in a crowd like 3 times this size and they're just showing these big pictures. And I'm like, oh, I messed up. It's fun.
Well, we're so happy to have you here. Will you share some more of your music with us?
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks again. Thanks for having us here. This is so much fun. I find inspiration in lots of places. I write songs and then I figure out what they're about. And this is one where I woke up, had this crazy dream that I lived in a place where everyone was employed, everybody was creative and problem solvers, and people were doing what they want, and they were living happy lives doing that. And one of the people who is a problem solver had decided to, he was a shepherd, decided to tie twinkle lights, like Christmas lights, around the necks of the sheep. And this was my first sort of entrance in this dream to the neighborhood. Right, so I was driving along and I see this string of Christmas lights walking through the woods, and it was sheep. And in the dream, I wanted to follow them and find where they lived. So that's what this song is about. And it references my grandma, who never actually said things that she says in this song, but it was the kind of thing that she would say. I'll try it again.
Twinkle lights around their necks. You say that's odd, and I agree. Now look, there's a whole line of them dancing in the rainbow hues. Such a pretty little solar system. Yeah, this exit could be ours. Yeah, the livestock like to bring their own tiny little stars. 'Cause Grandma said we're either rising up or we're going home. And we're going home, y'all, we're going home strong and tall. 'Cause the dinner ain't done until the dishes are dry and the silver is tucked in the drawer. And that's about the time that the trouble ain't gonna be trouble no more. And all the bills are paid and the tracks were laid and the family were close at hand. All the colors from the twinkle lights set in sun, windowsill, red clay, dirt, and the chocolate earth. We were dancing. We were dancing our way on home like the moon. 'Cause Grandma said we're either rising up or we're going home. And we're going home, y'all, we're going home strong and tall. 'Cause the dinner ain't done until the dishes are dry and the silver is tucked in the drawer. And that's about the time that the trouble ain't gonna be trouble no more. Let me show you how. Well, the sheep had twinkle lights around their necks, but I told you that joke already. And the townspeople, they were going home by their own way. It's the simple little things keeping me sleeping at night. It's the tiny little things keep me dripping from my eyelids. But it's time for waking up. It's time to go to work again. In case the crazies try and go elect a wolf again. 'Cause Grandma said we're either rising up or we're going home. And we're going home, y'all, we're going home strong and tall. 'Cause the dinner ain't done until the dishes are dry and the silver is tucked in the drawer. And that's about the time that the trouble ain't gonna be trouble no more. But let me show you how. yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah, keep that going. Back at you. We would do it, but it wouldn't be nearly as impactful.
Could be. So Birds in Flight, that's the name of this next song, Birds in Flight. I'm glad you know it. Glad you're excited. That helps us. Y'all check us out on YouTube, especially. That's where I'm focused. I really struggle with social media.
Yeah, hate is a strong word.
Hate's, no, it's not. I'm trying. I feel like I'm a digital migrant. I'm somebody trying to get used to everything that's new always, and I just get fed up. But anyway, I'm trying. So we have a weekly song that releases on YouTube, and it's usually live stuff like this. And we have an official music video for this song. So it's a dance video. Anyway. 1, 2, ready, go.
When my shaky voice slips from the tiller to the ground.
Ooh, okay. Okay, there's the melody. It starts there. It's on that note. We're gonna do that again. Sorry.
Made you look.
1, 2, ready, go.
When my shaky voice slips from the tiller to the ground, will my crooked road still bear any fruit? I'm a trail of emotion, a broken bottle in the ocean. When I make sense of me, can I introduce myself? Tell her what I mean just what I say, and spell it out before somebody else does. 'Cause there's something in your eye gonna make me lie just a little. Something in your smile gonna make it true. And if I empty my chest of the best words I'm holding, well, maybe she'll fill in the rest. So here we go. It's like I found her in Time magazine where they caught and slowed her down between the pages, and I'm trying to start her up again carefully. We then hurry out the door to the airport. We're never heard from again, but the necessary words won't escape my lips. 'Cause there's something in your eye gonna make me lie just a little. Something in your smile gonna make it true. If I empty my chest of the best words I'm holding, well, maybe she'll fill in the rest. So here we go. Far more elegant to get lost in the telling than to waste your time getting to the point. The story ain't elated to be married and settled down. She prefers a view from a distant edge of town. And now her garden's rows are worn by stubbing of her toes against the stones her enemies have thrown. And now her perfect edges float like cursive birds in flight. Had I known better than to dare and call her mine, 'cause there's something in your eye gonna make me lie just a little. Something in your smile gonna make it true. If I empty my chest of the best words I'm holding, well, maybe she'll fill in the rest. So here we go.
Caleb Baer on the violin, y'all. Evan Campfield on the bass.
Farewell, friend.
The Martha Bassett Show comes to you from the Reeves Theater and Cafe, downtown Elkin's newly renovated landmark. Originally opened as an Art Deco movie theater in 1941, it was fully operational until 1977, and then became the Elk Twin Cinema until 1994. Closed for decades, it was lovingly restored and reopened in 2018. They have a vibrant lineup of artists all year round. Tomorrow night, it's For the Love of Doc, featuring Jack Lawrence and the Charlotte Bluegrass All-Stars. Our own Deshaun Hickman presents Sacred Steel on June 23rd. And Deshaun will return with the Reeves House Band the next night for the Big Blue Night, with the Big Blues Night, which also features TMBS alum Seth Walker. And don't forget, the Reeves Theater has recently launched the Reeves Downtown School of Music, right up the street in the old Arts Council building. Through programs like the newly established Evie Good Scholarship Fund, they are a non-profit dedicated to providing music lessons to all instruments, all ages, in group and individual lesson settings. Learn old-time, bluegrass, theory, composition, and more. You can learn more at reevesmusic.org. Now, let's get back to the Reeves Theater stage with a special song for all of you fans of roller skating.
I rode my bicycle past your window last night. I roller skated to your door at daylight. It almost seems like you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you got something I need. Well, I
Thank you very much. Will you please welcome back Minton Sparks?
Here she's back. Thank you. Anybody here, it's been a while, but seen the movie Fight Club a long time ago? Do you remember that there was like a theme in that movie? What was it? What? Exactly. Nobody talks about Fight Club. And so I've been thinking about that, right? I've been spending a lot of time in Perry County, Tennessee. And, you know, you meet people, and it seems like in Tennessee right now, I'm not sure why, people are pretty mad, it seems like. And you can guess. But I said, you know, I got to take this home and see, because my family's from Tennessee, right? And just see where the problem, if I can get to the nexus of the trouble. And Fight Club was the title I came up with, a piece that addresses this thing going on in Tennessee. You know, I come from a family with a gun case, sure, with a glass face filled with a hunting rifle, a pearl-handled pistol, and a couple of sawed-off shotguns. My mama has a basic black Buick with a bumper sticker that reads, "Corporal punishment, a God-given good idea." She hates those left-leaning liberals who put their kids in timeout. Talk to them, crumb bums. Basically building a devil's army of ne'er-do-wells. She said, if you don't whip these kids, honey, they're gonna wind up in jail. At our house, 1007 Green Hill Street was a fight club. Put up your dukes and teach them. Might is right club. Blister their bottoms. It's a tan your hide kind of love. Trust me, she could break your bad. Well, look at old Alice Akers, she cautioned. Those kids crayon color all over the walls. And that wet noodle just sits there, sipping Sanka and smoking cools. They're gonna wind up doing time, fool. In the fight club I come from, when they act up, we do right. Because it says so in the good book in black and white. Spare the rod, you're gonna spoil the child. This merciful mandate followed us to school one day, where the Board of Education was applied to the seat of understanding. Little holes drilled in the wide part of the paddle made that sucker sing more swiftly through the air. Think about it. The word discipline and disciple are spelled pretty close to the same way. Otherwise, it's take the key and lock 'em up. Lock 'em up. My Aunt Dottie said, listen, smarty pants, we beat Randy's butt with a Hot Wheel track, and he turned out just fine. Oh no, Aunt Dottie, Randy did not turn out fine. Randy did not turn out fine. Basic violence was bred into us, like blonde hair, blue eyes, and Bible verses. Love one another. Do good to those who hate you. Turn the other cheek and beat your kids. She honestly who's right and who's wrong, you ball your fists, baby. The battle's on. It is simple science, mathematical. You spare the rod, you gonna spoil the world. Once the barrier of soft skin is broken and human decency is no longer spoken, you basically got a bunch of spiritually justified ass whippings happening all over town. The preemptive is redemptive, or so they say. Truth is, nothing simple, mama. Not love, not grace, not gratitude, not even hate. If there's one thing we know for sure, we cannot make this family great again by beating each other's bottoms. We're broken monsters, taking fear's revenge. Once in the fire, we're burned, we're singed, beating each other with a long arm of a dark, dark scar. Throw a punch, hell. Drop a bomb. In this fight club. Oh, mighty Christ love. Thank you. Thank you, band. So in my family, you know, we sometimes, we kind of ran out of names. That's what happened. And we started naming each other after feelings, right? So I had a sister named Hopeful. That was wonderful. You know, my cousin named Scared. That didn't go so well. And then there was that aunt named Desperation. And, so this is a piece to celebrate her. Desperation was a juke joint jazz singer laid up under the house of her husband like a coon hound waiting on sundown. That whole household come unwound the day that drunk son of a biscuit rear-ended her. You want to talk about whiplash and dining room table repossession? Things are going to be different one day, Desperation. Things are all going to be different one day. A single mama, her margins slip thin. If the pastor hadn't driven her back to the club in his dirty white rat trap second-hand LeSabre, followed her home like a moon. It just goes to show you, life can turn on a dime, and last call is never the end of the line. Things are gonna be different one day, Desperation. It's all gonna be different one day. With no place else to lay her head, praying in the pastor's bed, looking for just a little wiggle room between what Jesus did and Jesus said. Things are gonna be different one day, Desperation. Things are all gonna be different one you so much. Thank you. I always think about this, right? The women in my family basically had two jobs. They were either lunch ladies or school bus drivers. And it's hard to break the glass ceiling with those jobs financially, right? And so that was kind of a legacy I had coming into the world. And then I thought, one of my cousins, who was about 6 foot tall and played volleyball at Memphis State, she finally found an avenue of occupation that could help her break that financial glass ceiling. And oh, Lord, then it just came raining down on her. And this is about her, and it's called Gold Digger. See her dark tan, those double D implants, the sharp tip of her high heel. She's digging down in Dallas for Texas tea, 'cause she's a gold digger, looking for a sugar daddy. Her own papa put penthouse parameters around what's pretty early and often. Splay-leg women, laid back laughing, lipstick thick enough to paint the town square. Don't you dare touch that dial while the Miss America pageant's on. Or my Playboys stacked neatly above the dryer. Gold digging, looking for a sugar daddy. Girls learn to rummage through the ruins now, stand stoic in a field, just like a stone chimney. Long after he'll burn a house down around ya. They're gold digging, looking for a sweeter daddy. She got sick of pot and pan handling, trying to make ends meet, mining candy bar wrappers from her Chrysler backseat. She's gold digging, looking for a sugar daddies. Truth is, a Rolex, houseboat, full-length fur coat won't bring young and yesterday back again. Go on and sing for your supper, child, please. Don't barter body for bread. Nip tucked on phaser, silk top blue blazer, sidewalks in Dallas, some rich man's palace. Gold digging, looking for a sugar daddy. Born on the bayou, born on the bayou. These boots are made for walking.
Minton Sparks.
The primary health care sponsor of the Martha Bassett Show is Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist. They're the gold standard of health care. Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist, Davie Medical Center made Becker's Hospital Review list of the top-rated hospitals for patient experience. Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist, where innovation and compassion meet. We would also like to welcome Lowe's Foods to the TMBS family. Lowe's is now providing our artist hospitality. There's no finer grocer, and they are NC local. Lowe's Foods, your true hometown grocery. And remember, when you come to visit us in beautiful downtown Elkin, make sure you stop by the shops at 150 East Market Street. where you'll find Dirty Joe's Coffee, the Smoothie Station, and the Barkery, home of Melissa's all-natural pet treats, scooter approved. The shops at 150 East Market Street, where you're sure to find something for everyone. What's up next, Martha?
Up next, let's welcome back Evie Laden.
Thank you. You all know the tradition of jumping the fire? Not so sure? This tradition exists all over the world, and it's something we celebrate at the winter solstice. And you build a fire and you jump over it, and it's a way of reclaiming the light. There's a Persian version, there's a Chinese version. Well, that idea of reclaiming the energy, bringing the light from the darkness, it puts me in the mind of summer festivals. Summer festivals where maybe you stay up all night playing music, you forget to sleep, you forget to eat. Why? I'm gonna do that tonight. Because part of what put me in this part of the country was I'm heading to the Mount Airy Fiddlers Convention as soon as we're done here. I have a long tradition of winning second place. So I might go for the gold, or I might just play for fun. I don't know. But this is a title track of one of my records that's called Jump the Fire. Well, jump the fire, we're up all night. Baby's crying, can't sleep, 'cause it's light. The sun won't go down, and there ain't no sleep until the sun goes down, and it never goes down. Come pouring in till the morning light, right? Jump the fire, we're up all night. Up all night, awake till dawn. And won't you play another tune, put the coffee on. I don't wanna stop, don't wanna rest till the sun comes round again. Don't let it end. That golden glow low when the evening days are long and warm, and so I kick off my shoes, pull off my socks, play that tune again, and don't let it end. Well, jump the fire, we're up all night. Baby's crying, can't sleep, 'cause it's light. Sun won't go down, and ain't no sleep until the sun goes down, and it never goes down. Come pouring in till the morning light, right? Jump the fire, we're up all night. Second place. Well, jump the fire, we're up all night. Baby's crying, can't sleep, 'cause it's light. Sun won't go down, ain't no sleep until the sun goes down. Never goes down, come pouring in till the morning light, right? Jump the fire, we're up all night. Oh, I live at sea level. Up all night, awake till dawn. Play another tune, put the coffee on. Don't wanna stop, don't wanna rest. Sun comes down again, don't let it end. And that golden glow, low in the evening, days are long and warm. Kick off my shoes, pull off my socks, play that tune again, and don't let it end. Well, jump the fire, we're up all night. Baby's crying, can't sleep, 'cause it's light. The sun won't go down, ain't no sleep until the sun goes down. Never goes down, come pouring in till the morning light, right? Jump the fire, we're up all night. Woo! Woo! Thank you. Whew, I forgot that I live at sea level.
So while you are, you're just beginning this month-long tour, is that right?
Tonight.
Fantastic, we're the first stop. But just in case you want to see her again or you want to tell some friends about her, where else are you playing in the area in the next few days?
Well, I'm going to be on WPAQ's Merry-Go-Round on Saturday on the radio.
Nice.
I'll be, Fiddle and Bow is hosting me in Winston at Footnote on Sunday afternoon. And I'll be up at the Floyd Country Store on Wednesday before I head to Points West, head out to East Tennessee.
Nice. Well, thank you for making us your stop. We hope that this is just the first of many.
Oh, yeah, I hope so too.
So tell us a little bit more about your family.
About my family.
Yeah, you seem to have just totally grown up performing and...
Well, my mom was an international folk dance teacher when that was all the rage in New York City. And my family story, both my parents grew up in the Bronx, New York. And my dad went to a hootenanny at Carnegie Hall in 1958. He went home and took all of his original rock and roll records and threw them out.
Wow, that's
along
dramatic.
with my inheritance. But he raised us on a steady diet, not just of folk music, but specifically Southern Appalachian folk music. And a lot of folks from this area, when they were touring, they would stay at our house. Our doors were open, whether we liked it or not. And I was a junior greengrass clogger from a very young age. And my sister and I made up clogging routines together when we were kids. My mom made us little dresses. And that was my first career, was as a clogger. Is that a career?
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah, I knew it would be my career because the first promoter that ever hired us when I was 8 years old tried to stiff us out of our $5. I don't know why I stuck with it, but I did.
We're glad you did. So tell us about this next song, Mr.
All right,
Joe.
let me just make sure that I'm in tune while...
Speaking of dancing.
Well, I'll tell you a little something about this song. I don't know if you know this, but in the 1930s and 40s, a whole bunch of Creoles moved from Louisiana out to Oakland, California, where I live, to work in the shipyards during the war. And they brought with them, well, their food, and their music and their culture. And there's a long-standing Zydeco dance out in Alameda, the Eagles Halls, little island off the coast of Oakland. And we go out there and dance sometimes. And one night, well, this old man asked me to dance. He was so old, he was tiny, he was smaller than me. And he was dressed in a three-piece suit. So he led me out on the dance floor. And he's about the best lead I ever had. He turned me over here, he turned me over there, and I'll tell you what, he never moved his feet. I think that's how you get to dance till you're 90. You make other people do it for you, make you look good. But he looked so good, I wrote a song about him. And we have some great videos up on our YouTube channel, and I got a bunch of Zydeco dancers to come and dance on this video with me. And it's starring Wilbert McAllister in the role of Mr. Joe. That's the name of this song. He's the president of the Black Cowboys Association of Oakland. He's in his 80s, and he's a very snappy dresser. 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, in your pretty little dress with your eyes so bright, come and dance with me tonight. Take my hand, fly away. You move it or you lose it, and I ain't gonna lose it today. Oh man, in the middle of the crowd, his eyes are heavy. The music's too loud, we all get old. We all slow down, but tonight we're gonna dance around. So we tighten the tie, and lace up the boots, ride the 24 down the same old route. It's Friday night, halls aglow, Mr. Joe. All right, I'm going to take the time to tune here, just make sure that this old 67 Gibson comes along with us. But we're going to sing a song that's from the 30s, written by a man named Harkin Fry, at least according to the internet. The internet has been wrong before. But this is a song that really speaks to me, especially after the last few years, sorry. My son is almost 20 years old, and he said, you know, I noticed you talk about the pandemic and all that a lot. Like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't talk about it. And it took me a minute, and I said, you know, you've only lived your life up till now. Like, I've been living a long time before everything changed, and everything has changed. So you let me say what I'm going to say. Well, time has made a change since my childhood days. Many of my friends have gone away. Well, some I never more in this life shall see. Well, time has made a change in me. Time has made a change to the old home place. Time has made a change to each smiling face. And I know my friends can plainly see. Time has made a change in me. Well, in my childhood days, I was well and strong. I could climb a hillside all day long. Well, I am not the same as I used to be. Ain't that the truth? Time has made a change in me. Time has made a change to the old home
This is Evie Laden.
Thank you so much.
Come on back out, folks. We are at that point of the night where we have one song left. We think you might know most of the words. Please feel free to sing along with us. Would you please put your hands together for this great group of artists on this stage?
Very soft shoe.
Now, baby, listen, baby, don't you treat me this way, 'cause I'll be back on my feet someday.
Don't care if you do, 'cause it's understood. You ain't got no money, you just ain't no good.
Well, I guess if you say so, I have to pack my things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more.
What'd you say?
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Don't
What'd you
come
say?
back no more. Don't you come back no more.
I can't understand.
Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more.
What you trying to
Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more.
Thank you all for tuning in and to our beautiful live audience. Let's hear it for Minton Sparks, Evie Laden, and farewell friend. How about our fearless leader, Martha Bassett? Come chat with us in the lobby. A big thanks to the Reeves Theater and staff and the beautiful town of Elkin, North Carolina. Jeff Irving, James Brickey, and Doug Williams of Electromagnetic Radiation Recorders handled the sound. Ben Singer, Nick Bassett, Eric DeLager, and Danny Carr provided our video broadcast. Sam Schumacher of Steel Sting Photography did our pictures. Bevin Dyer managed the stage, and Miranda Carr is out there selling the merch. You've been listening to the Martha Bassett Show. It's good music for good people. Don't do like Jack, don't hit the road. Come back and see us. Drive safe. Thank you. Bobby.